Good morning. Good morning. It's Brenda Hessian Shoshana back with another little talk on simple solutions in a complex world. And actually, the truth is so simple and it's right in front of our face all the time. But we get mixed up, we get confused by a lot of images that float through the world and through our mind. And the talk for today is about what you see in others, you bring out in them. It's a very fascinating concept, and it's actually true. We all have different perceptions and images that we hold of one another. Sometimes these images are very strong and they get stuck to the person and doesn't allow that person to change. They might have done something or said something a long time ago, and we are just holding on to that image now. We don't see that they're constantly changing, learning, growing, forgetting, remembering. We don't let them just be new and fresh every day. You know, there's a saying in Zen that says, if I haven't seen you for 3 days, it cannot be said that I know you. You know, we think we know everyone, but there's no, because in 3 days, that person is a totally different person. You could say that sounds strange. How come we didn't see that? How come we don't know that? Because we're holding on to a picture and an image of a person rather than allowing change, allowing them to be who they really are, really listening, really making room for both of you to be brand new. You know, when you have a child and you keep saying to the child, you're naughty, you're bad, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, in a way, you're issuing an invitation for them to be that way. They believe you. It's sad. They believe you and they begin to act the way you say they are and the way you expect them to. And if you see them instead as beautiful, powerful, everything possible for them, and don't focus so much upon the things that are wrong, but if you just see that they are in constant change and that they can become who they want to be, they can become strong, they can become good. If you look at them through those eyes, they'll pick it up. They feel it, they'll know it, and they will become that. Anyway, they will become that with you because the way we see someone, we really do communicate that, even though it's unconscious. It comes out in all kinds of little ways, little comments or actions. And people pick it up right away. And they know how we see them and they know what we want from them, what we are expecting from them. That's a very big, important point. We have expectations of how someone's going to behave, and we're dwelling on it, even if it's unconscious and we haven't said so. It's there and it gets communicated and it affects the other person's behavior. I know this may sound odd to some, but it's true. You know, I worked for many, many years as a psychologist, many, many, many years, and I saw it happening over and over again. And when we can let that go, when we can make space, make room for everything to be brand new, how beautiful that is. Amazing things can happen. But when I'm grasping onto this image of someone or our expectations of someone, maybe somebody's in a relationship and they've always gotten hurt in romantic relationships or different kinds of relationships. They've always been disappointed and they're expecting that to happen again, consciously or unconsciously. And they're not really giving trust to the other or to themselves. They're not really open to something new, to somebody treating them beautifully, to being happy, to being free from doubt and fear. So they're kind of tense, they're kind of tight, they're waiting for the other shoe to fall. They're waiting for that person to hurt them in some way. That's sad, but it's very prevalent. So not only do you need to manage your expectations or the way you view others, but also what you expect is going to happen to you. That's very deep. It's like a river running inside of us with these expectations of harm, of danger, of being betrayed. Many, many of these things are affecting us all the time. So you may ask, well, how do I let go of these expectations if they're unconscious, which they many times are, and if they're conditioned in me and they're habitual? Well, first of all, just hearing this and just recognizing that this goes on is a beginning. It's a very good beginning. And the answer, of course, is becoming aware of what your expectation is, not just allowing it to run you, and becoming aware of how the person you're with is different from your expectations. Certain acts of kindness are happening, this or that. We're not even aware of it. If we're expecting something negative, we're not even aware of all the beautiful things that are happening. Because these expectations or images, they really put blinders on our ability to perceive things. We don't really perceive everything that's happening, just what we're expecting. So to begin with, why don't you just allow yourself to see the person just as they are and ways in which they're different from what you have been expecting and what you're thinking of them. Ways in which they're different. Here's a wonderful little exercise from the Nikon, which can be applied to this. Because we think, oh, this person, they're not giving me what I need, or whatever you're thinking. Here's a very good antidote. What did I receive from this person today? What did I receive? What did they give me? And write it down. Maybe it was a smile. Many, many little small things. They all count. What did I receive today? And then the other part, what did I give today to that person? Usually we think we're just giving, giving, giving and getting nothing. And most of the time the opposite is closer to the truth. So just take note, become aware. What did I receive today from them? And what did I give to them today? It sounds very simple, and it is. That's what I mean, simple solutions, and yet enormously powerful. You're going to begin to see all kinds of little ways that they're giving, loving, trying to become more aware of it. And when you see what you've given to them, when you begin noting it, you're going to want to put more on your list. You're going to want to give more. It's going to change something for you. We'll talk more about this beautiful practice of Nikon. It has a little longer, but this is a wonderful introduction to it and to realizing that what you see in others, you bring out in them, including yourself. What you see in yourself, you allow to be birthed, to be born. Thank you very, very much for listening. If you enjoyed this, just press the little like key. If you want to subscribe, that's always welcome. And I just hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you.